Welcome to the economic update here for the month of April. We're going to walk you through the different headlines that we saw for the month and how that affects different areas of the market, both in the month of April and so far year to date. Jumping into the headlines here, the big one here for the month of April, inflation rising. So what we saw year over year in the month of March was about 3.3% when it came to inflation. In the month of April, we saw that jump all the way up to 3.8%. Now, you're probably saying a big part of that is oil and energy, and you would be right. However, at the same time, if we strip out the food and energy, which is what core inflation looks at, we're still going from 2.6% all the way up to 2.8%. So it does appear like there are broader inflationary pressures that are out there, which led to the Fed's decision to leave interest rates the same. And even though we have a new Fed chair coming in, most likely we should not expect any interest rate cuts happening in the short term, because if inflation is going up, interest rate cuts are probably just going to make that problem even worse. That leads us on to the U.S. Iran conflict. This is continuing to be what is influencing a lot of short-term movements in the market. News that comes out that's viewed positively is going to probably show a rebound in the market. Negative news, obviously the opposite result. So we saw a big pullback in March. We saw a lot of areas jump back up though in April. So until the U.S. Iran conflict is fully completed and finalized, you should probably expect to see that continue to influence what you see out there and what the market reacts to. Lastly, market rotation. We saw it happening earlier in the year. It's now continuing back here in the month of April after everything has started to rebound. So let's jump in to see what areas of the market move the most. For the movers and shakers then, year to date, we saw April have a big influence on this end result that you see up here on the board. At the end of March, real estate was the only one that was up still in the mover section. But what we saw in the month of April is emerging markets and the Russell 2000 both jump up double digits, emerging markets up close to 15%. And so now we see emerging markets, real estate, and the Russell 2000 all above that 13 to 14% mark. Russell 2000, again, being small U.S. securities. In the middle here, we have a hodgepodge. We got foreign equity, the S&P 500, which also had a good month, but still only puts it at about 7% so far here on the year. Buffered equity off of the SPY, 15% January. Right underneath there, fixed income is about even still on the year. Bitcoin, even though it had a great month of April, up a little bit more than 12%, still sits about negative 12% so far on the year based on what happened earlier. As always, we'll keep you updated on what's going on in the economy, so stay tuned for more updates to come.